the world is a dangerous place?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you know how you like to always know where I am?
That's right.
And you know how Damon got a phone after what happened at Miss Nancy's?
Oh, I see what this is. Damon got a phone because he turned 12, not because some crazy lady kidnapped him.
But if he'd had his phone...
It wouldn't have worked. He was in the middle of nowhere.
Baby girl, no phone till you hit 12. Them's the rules.
So you don't care that the world is dangerous?
I'm more afraid of social media.
If you don't think I can make responsible decisions with the phone, you're basically saying you didn't raise me right.
You got a point.
Welcome back, welcome back. We're with the stars of Prime Video's hit drama, Cross, Aldis Hodge, Isaiah Mustafa. The chemistry, I keep coming back to it. The storyline, though, is so good this season. This season's called Bitter Fruit, doing the wrong thing for what you believe is the right reason. This is about justice versus vengeance. Take us into this season's storyline, because obviously it's very much in the headlines.
Very much in the headlines, which is crazy because we started developing the storyline just almost 3 years ago. Well, 2023, the bottom of it, and then we actually wrote and shot this in 2024. So for it to be out now in a place where it is fervently relevant is, I would say, unfortunate that we are as relevant and timely as we are. I wish we were not. Great, love our storyline, but the fact that we are speaking to truths that need to be handled, hopefully we can do so in a respectful way that adds a pathway to progress.
Well, I think it's intriguing. I mean, listen, even that conversation, Isaiah, about the cell phone. Everywhere, parents are having that same conversation of the dangers of social media versus the benefit. And that's what I think is so incredible about the show. You take on these big macro things like justice versus vengeance, but then I guess it's still also macro, the society and safety of our children. And that's in that scene.
Big time. Yeah. I'm telling her about her TikTok all the time.
So you're in that scene as your character, but it's resonating.
You know what? She's good now. She knows how to handle herself. I was a little worried about it when she first got a phone, but I mean, like I said, she's been raised right, so she knows like predators and whatnot. So
Talk to me about the crime of it, the drama of it, going into this, again, this idea of moral compass, because that's what this season really is, tapping on moral compass.
We are digging into moral ambiguity in a big way. With us, we're exploring the theme of vigilantism based on, I think, two questions, really. If someone does the wrong thing but for the right reason, is that justifiable? And then to sort of counter that, if someone does something that is seemingly beneficial in a great way, but they do so by terrible, depraved means, is that acceptable?
How did you sit with that? I'm not going to ask you specific things, but I will ask how you sit with that question.
Well, you have to explore who you are personally. Justice and law are two very different things. Oftentimes for any means of equality or fairness to be met, laws have to be either changed, broken down, rescinded, right? What is justice? That's defined by the individual. And we get to explore how far somebody goes and gets up to that line of what justice is and how far they go past it. What does that make them? Who do they become in that? So for, me, I know where my lines fall, and then I know where some of my boundaries and barriers are. But I hope to always stand in a space of justice whilst also maintaining my moral compass. It's a difficult thing, difficult now.
It's difficult now. And Isaiah, even with these two characters having this bond, I know you've talked about this is the first time in your career where off screen and on screen, you've had this kind of connection with someone. And it's no coincidence that you both have, as I said earlier in our conversation, these stories of really being underdogs, really being underestimated, getting a lot of no's and turning them to yeses at the same time.
I feel like, in an industry like ours where there's a lot of competition or people see it as competition, you can bump up against people who may not be secure enough in their own personality and who they are, and they may want to attack you or try to undermine you in any way. So I've been fortunate to have a gentleman like Aldis to work with because there is none of that. There is no ego. There's none of that. You're getting what you get. And not only that, but he's also looking out for you. And he's, Like I joke around and I say, You know, he's probably one of the best bosses I've ever worked for because he's also executive producer. But it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I ain't the boss. You see?
You know what I'm saying? It's true because he really does, like, look out for you, and he pulls you in and helps you help other people.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
before you leave, I do have to ask about the stunt work here, because I'm told one of the two of you does their own stunt work.
One of it.
I know.
Which- which
so
one of y'all think
Well,
it is?
listen, I have some B-roll, they tell me, of a car flip scene.
Yeah.
I thought that, so that's not CGI or anything?
No.
No. What they do is
That's you.
they sort of put the car on, like they put it on a like a cantilever jib, and what
How
it
are
does
you
is
calmly telling me this story?
I don't know, because maybe I'm crazy, but I look forward to that kind of stuff.
You
So I'm
look
like,
forward
what we
to it?
doing today?
Yeah,
you
like,
know.
I get
Yeah.
jealous when I'm like, oh man, they didn't do it.
Yeah.
I can't roll in a car.
Yeah. They stick me in the car. I'm in a harness, like I'm a little seatbelt or whatever, and then they
Are
say
you an
action, and
adrenaline
they,
junkie?
like,
Are
they
you
roll
both
the car.
adrenaline junkies?
Technically,
to a degree, yeah.
Yeah, technically. Yeah. I enjoy pushing some limits. You know.
Can I just tell you real quick one
man.
time
Yes.
about him? We had a scene where we're going across this cornfield in an SUV, and like they must have known what was gonna happen because Aldis got behind the wheel and we was like, like we were gone, and they were like, all right, take two. Can you slow it down a little bit?
They said it was a hot pursuit scene. I am trying to be the best actor that I can be in the moment. What would happen?
You cannot. So for the record, you cannot tell them it's a hot pursuit and it's not hot, but I can assure you Cross is red hot. Give it up for